You've just stepped into the only place where Hornets sting, Panthers growl, and 49ers try not to blow a fourth quarter lead. Welcome to the Buzz and Roar Show, hosted by a guy who loves sports named Ethan. We're talking Queen City sports with just the right amount of bias and way too much caffeine. Let's get it going.
Episode 5. Wow, that was loud. Episode 5 is here. Let's do that. Maybe it'll be a little less loud. Episode 5. Okay. Welcome to the Buzz and Roar Show. If you're on Spotify, then subscribe to my YouTube channel called Capital E, Ethan, Capital T, the Capital B Broadcaster. No spaces, Ethan, the Broadcaster. And if you're on YouTube, follow me on Spotify, linked in the channel bio or description of this video. Before we start, I have a fun game I do before it starts if you're new here. Here's how it works. One game for the viewers on a phone call every single episode, or a short game for myself to play if no viewers are here. Sports related every single time. So yeah, I have a viewer with me now, if you are curious who that viewer is. So I started this game in episode 3, and in episode 3 I had my friend come on here because he really wanted to, because he's a big fan of my channel, and he's coming back again for another. First time, it was quarterbacks. This time, he doesn't know this, but he has to name every single head coach in Carolina Panthers history. So, if you would personally, because I need more people than just my friend to be on this game. I really do. So, if you would personally like to be a part of this short and fun game to get us started every day, email me at all lowercase, Ethan the Broadcaster @gmail.com. No spaces, all lowercase. EthanTheBroadcaster@gmail.com, or click the email page in my YouTube channel's main description. Anyways, let's go ahead and get, once again, if you don't know, he doesn't want me to say his real name, so he made this fake name. It's called Chicken David James. Just ignore that. But let's go and start off now. I'm unmuting. Hey, so are you ready for this excellent game that I have prepared for you today?
Yes, I am.
So today we have got game segment. Who was that Panthers head coach? Carolina Panthers head coach.
Okay.
Of course, last time you absolutely whooped my game. This time you have to name every single head coach in Carolina Panthers history, permanent and interim.
Ooh, okay.
There is no time limit, but if you take a second, then I'm going to say, you got it wrong. So,
am I allowed to use Google?
No, of course not. But if you need a hint, I will give you a hint.
Okay, because I probably will not get any head coach before I was born, so just saying.
Well, that's the point. I didn't want you to get them all. Anyways. First, also, just so you know, these are all in order. Just to put that out there.
I have to go in order.
I'm asking them in order. So first coach is 1995 to 1998, the Panthers' first ever head coach, who kicked it all off in 1995.
I should know this, but I don't.
So you don't? So you do not know this? Hello? Are you there?
I am there.
Okay, I asked if you know this.
I said no.
Oh, okay, so then, 0 of 1. Next, after, the correct answer is Dom Capers.
Oh my God, bro.
Next, after Dom Capers, is 1999 to 2001. He won 2 Super Bowls with the 49ers before coming to Carolina.
Hint, please.
That actually was the hint. I'm just giving you the hints.
Oh, okay. Well, I still don't know.
You don't know?
No.
1999 to 2001, George Seifert.
All right.
Next on the list is 2002 to 2010. The hint is he took the Panthers to their first Super Bowl appearance in 2003.
Still don't know.
You don't know? Oh my, you're 0 of 3. See, this
Yeah.
is where it might get a little bit easier though, because next up is 2011 to 2019. He coached the 2015 NFC champions.
Ron Rivera.
Yes, that is correct. You are 1 of 4. Next, he is an interim head coach. He coached in December of 2019 and only coached the last 4 games of 2019 after Rivera was fired.
Okay. Was it Joe Brady?
No.
Phil Snow?
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
You don't know? Perry Fowell. I can't really pronounce it very well, but it's Perry.
Would have never gotten that in a million years.
Yeah. Now I'm sure you will get all of them, hopefully. So you were 1 of 5. Next is 2020 to October of 2022.
Matt Rule.
Yes, that is correct. Matt Rule. Now, interim after Matt Rule got fired.
Was that Steve Wilkes?
Yes, it was Steve Wilkes. Then, probably my least favorite coach ever.
Frank Reich?
Yes, Frank Reich. I hated him in a respectful way. Then, after Frank Reich, this is kind of a tough one, I think you'll know though. After Frank Reich got fired, who was the Panthers' interim head coach?
I know he was a special teams guy. I think it was Chris Tabor, right?
Yes, it was Chris Tabor.
All right,
I still don't know why we fired Chris Tabor after that.
Who was 15?
Then, the hardest one of all, 2024 to present.
Oh, I wonder who it could be. Dave Canales.
Dave Canales. Okay, so you got that, 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 and then you got that. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you went 6 of 10. That's not bad. That's not bad. And no, you don't get a cookie. Just putting that out there beforehand because you asked for a cookie last time.
I'm gonna let whoever's watching this podcast, he's currently holding me hostage in my basement. And
okay, we're gonna stop you right there. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. I am not holding him hostage at all, by the way. I am not holding him hostage at all. I don't think so anyways. Please don't cancel me for that. I don't know why he said that. Yeah. He went 6 of 10. Last time he went, it was 5 QBs. He went 5 for 5, which was a pretty easy one. However, it was literally the past 5 Panthers QBs that we've had. So, pretty easy. However, let's go and get this podcast started with, let me pull my notes up, the Charlotte 49ers football team. If you are not aware, on my YouTube channel, I'm trying to predict basically every single football game this year. So every single college football game this year. Not NFL, but every single college football game, the entire slate, every single week. I did it yesterday, and I'm doing it all on my YouTube channel. College football started, and I already posted my first predicting video. College football started. Let's preview our first game, which is coming up on August 29th against the Appalachian State Mountaineers at 7 p.m. on ESPNU. Charlotte is the underdogs in this game. As I'm recording this, now lines change all the time. It is technically, I think, 5 days from now I'm recording this, the game is. Charlotte is the underdogs at 6.5 at the moment. I predicted the entire Charlotte 49ers season a couple weeks ago, and I said, and I had the Mountaineers winning this. But, and yes, this is going to be kind of a short football segment, but here's how the 49ers could win. I think it just depends on a couple things. If Charlotte, this is going to be a good game because Charlotte could very easily win this. If Connor Harrell proves the haters wrong and does just as he did at Carolina and does at least halfway decent, just at least goes out there and proves that he can be that Charlotte 49ers football team starter, if he does well, then they win. But if he doesn't, they don't win. I mean, it's simply that. This season is relying on Connor Harrell himself. It is relying on Connor Harrell himself. Now, for the record, Connor Harrell, sorry, I've talked so much today because, I was drinking water. If you want me to be honest, yesterday I recorded a College Football 26 Dynasty video on my YouTube channel, Ethan the Broadcaster. Then today I just recorded one, and then now I'm recording an entire podcast episode. We're not going to talk about all that, though. They could very easily lose this game, but it all depends on if Connor Harrell puts his mind to it. If he puts his booty crack on the line and plays not like a wuss, but he plays like a dog. Okay. And my other factor is, will this Charlotte 49ers defense be able to stop the Mountaineers offense? Who in the past, and truth be told, I'm pretty sure this year is going to be, and I'm going to say will be, pretty daggone good. I mean, they have been pretty good, and I think they will be this year as well. And so, I don't see us losing if we just stop, truth be told, the pass, because the Mountaineers pass a lot. So if we can stop the pass, if our corners do their job well, then we win. And if Connor Harrell does his job well, then we win. Okay, it all factors into those two things. Anyways, I told you it'd be kind of a short football segment this time around because, it's just predicting the next game. Anyways, let's go and move on to Charlotte 49ers basketball, which will also probably be decently short because, there's not much to talk about until the games actually start happening, or unless news happens. There's a ton to talk about later on with the Panthers and the Hornets. More breaking news with the Panthers. Okay, more breaking news. Anyways, let's go and get to it.
Now that we've set the stage for the 49ers on the gridiron, let's switch gears and hit the hardwood with the Charlotte 49ers men's basketball team. What's brewing in their camp for the upcoming season?
Indeed. What is brewing in their camp for the upcoming season? The Charlotte 49ers basketball team is looking to prove some haters wrong. Wow, this camera is not focusing on me. It's focusing on my mic. Spotify can't see it, but YouTube can, so it's kind of a big deal. Okay, now it's focused. Sorry. The question is, will the Charlotte 49ers basketball team prove the haters wrong this season as they sit projected to finish in the lower end of their conference? Now, I think personally, yes. But I don't see us proving them wrong by much. And it's because of the fact I don't see us proving them wrong by... I don't see us proving the haters wrong and the analysts wrong by going .500 on the dot. Okay? We need to get a little better than that. We need to, get, .700 or something. Okay. Ooh, I'm looking at it right now. Okay. Actually, now there is something to talk about for Charlotte 49ers basketball. Great. Okay, so 2 breaking news that I just got on my phone. This is hilarious how I keep getting news in the middle of videos. Charlotte announces addition of now new assistant coach. So, there's an assistant coach coming to the Charlotte 49ers named Brett Carey. The new assistant coach for the Charlotte 49ers is Brett Carey. Brett Carey, his history is... Oh, shoot, I live right there. Brett Carey is a, Campbell University, Brett Carey's at Campbell University. He was just the assistant coach for Campbell. Now, if you're curious how they did, Campbell went 15-17 in basketball. Now, they didn't have many, great players, if you want me to be honest. However, not only the addition of Brett Carey from Campbell University, but also they just announced their full roster. So, I am going to give you the full roster of the Charlotte 49ers. Here it is. I'm going to start with the staff. Assistant coaches are first. Daniel Blaze, Michael Wilmot, Brett Carey, who I think is going to be a great addition. Ben Johnson, not the Bears head coach. Trevor DeLoach, and Aaron Fern, the head coach. Then the entire lineup, let's just read it kind of quick. Anton Bonk, center. Raul Villar, guard. Nick Richard, forward. Forward, Jarn Aluna Iyenga. Forward, Andrew Bailey. Forward, Ethan Butler. Forward, Arden Conyers. Forward, David Gomez. Guard, Damoni Harrison. Forward/center, Spencer Elliott. Guard, Frank Oguche. Center, Kuluel Madding. Guard, Major Freeman. Guard, Ben Bradford. Guard, Dezane Mingo. Guard, Kylan Blackman. Now, truth be told, I actually think a couple of these players stand out to me. Now, this is a pretty reasonable lineup, but I think a couple of these players stand out to me. I think Anton Bonk stands out to me because I think him being a junior and him kind of just leading the team the past couple of years is going to really just give this team a boost, if that makes sense. Hold on, short just break. I need to text somebody. And I don't edit these, so just real quick. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. I need to go shut my door. But once again, I don't edit these, so just give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Let's talk about this roster. I think Anton Bonk is going to be a leader this year. And I think, let's see, a couple other of these guys stand out to me. I think, Dezane Mingo being a senior, I think he stands out to me. 6'4", 190 pounds, guard. I think he's going to be pretty daggone good. I think Major Freeman also stands out to me. He's from Atlanta, Georgia. I think he's going to be a great player. Now, somebody who I think is actually going to be real good addition to this team and a real leader on this team is Kuluel Madding. You want to know why? Because he is older and more experienced than even the seniors is. He is a graduate playing in his 5th year of college ball. He is a center, 6'11", 235 pounds, and he is a college graduate. So I think he is going to do wonderful for this team. I think some young guys that stand out to me is Spencer Elliott, a redshirt sophomore. I think he's just going to stand out in the three-point type category. I think he's going to be a tall guy who can shoot from deep. I really do. And I don't know if I've said it, but another guy who I think is going to be good is Damoni Harrison. I think guard senior. I think these experienced guys are going to tell if they will prove the haters wrong this season. These experienced guys need to ball out with Aaron Fern. Now, just a ton of these guys, okay, are going to help this team. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic, the Charlotte Knights.
Speaking of Charlotte basketball, it's time to step outside the gym and onto the diamond with the Charlotte Knights. These AAA baseball guys are bringing some fresh energy to town. Let's break down what's going on with our hometown team.
So Charlotte Knights. I'm kind of just going to do the exact same thing, just a quick brief overview of what's happening at the exact moment. Now, I will say, hold on. So, Charlotte Knights basket. No, not basketball. What am I talking about? Schedule. So. Okay, so let's get that pulled up. I think. They're actually playing as I am saying this. Oh. Let me turn that off. They're actually playing as I'm talking about this, which I think is crazy to me, how I actually timed that perfectly, because I've always wanted to do this. It's the bottom of the 8th. I have the audio turned off for copyright reasons, but just for a second, I'm just gonna watch this with y'all, just together. Literally, this is what I was planning on doing. Just for a second. 4-3. We're playing Norfolk. So let's see. 4-3, we are trailing by 1. Bases loaded, 2 out. It's outside. 85-mile-an-hour fastball. Bottom of the 8th. I do think that this is... It's in the dirt. You don't want to throw those in the dirt type pitches, because especially with a full base and 2 outs, you want that. Let's see. The pitch fouled back to the net. See, I think this pitcher that's on deck right now, let's talk about him. Erie Arte. It's hard to say his name. Erie Arte. He has done really well for us this season, and actually, he's a good guy to stop watching this video on. He is a good guy to just start talking about, because truth be told, he's just a phenomenal player. And I think, Erie Arte really is just a good player who, truth be told, he's, let's see, MILB career stats, 16 of 27 win-loss. Okay, so that's not the greatest. His ERA is 4.68. That's also not the greatest, but you got to take into account still that this is a minor leaguer, and he is only 23, and he's going to develop really well, and I think that, that's not the worst for a minor leaguer who is definitely going to develop. So, I think Erie Arte is going to be great. Right now, I do not think they are projected to make the playoffs. I think they're close to being eliminated, which is sad. However, we're still crossing our fingers for that, and we will see what happens. However, let's go ahead and just go straight to the Hornets. There's 2 more topics to talk about, and we're only 25 minutes in. I planned on making this a little bit of a shorter episode because I just didn't want to talk for that long. Once again, I've already said it. My throat kind of hurts from talking, but whatever. Let's go to the Hornets. Charlotte Hornets, I just have a quick question, and I want you guys to comment this down below on Spotify and on YouTube, because I've got a quick question for you guys on YouTube and Spotify. I've got a quick question for myself that's about to answer this. If LaMelo Ball gets injured this season again, like he has tons in the past, will we still possibly be competing for a play-in, or is that out of the picture? Personally, I think we will still be competing for a play-in, but it'll be harder because, LaMelo Ball is just that good, okay? We got to take into account, first of all, LaMelo Ball is our leading guy. Even if some people think we should trade him, or even if, maybe we should, but just the fact of the matter is that if he gets injured, I think we'll still be in for play-in, but I think it'll be harder because of the fact LaMelo Ball does a lot for us. But, who will take his spot? I think Colin Sexton will. And if Colin Sexton does take it, is Colin Sexton good enough to replace him perfectly? That's why I say yes, because I think Colin Sexton is... Yeah, I think Colin Sexton is good enough to get that spot. I really do. I also think if we have to, we could put Colin Sexton at the 3 and then put Con Knipple where LaMelo Ball plays. But, we have the guys now because of the draft and because of our guys. Even Mason Plumlee and Spencer Dinwiddie. We've got the guys now to do a lot of stuff to replace LaMelo Ball if that happens again. So I don't think that is an issue this year. I think the issue is just, do we have a good coaching staff? Do we have enough morale to get throughout the year? Is this team actually good enough? And yes, I think it is. But we would love to see LaMelo Ball stay healthy. And once again, if he doesn't, I think we're going to be fine, but I don't think we're going to be as safe as we would be with LaMelo, which is pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious, but just putting that out there. I want to talk about the Panthers for a minute. So, truth be told, I'm just going to go and skip to the Panthers. This is a 30-minute episode. The other episodes have all been an hour. But like I've already said, my throat kind of hurts a little. So, I'm struggling through this just so I can post a Buzz and Roar Show episode for y'all today. You're welcome. Anyways, let's go ahead and go to the final segment.
And to wrap it all up, we'll trade the hardwood for the turf and check in on the Carolina Panthers, because there's always something to talk about in the NFL.
You know what's funny? I just realized I think my desktop audio was muted when I changed it from the Knights to the Hornets. That is hilarious. But, let's talk about this. So, the Panthers, this is the breaking news I was talking about. It's not as breaking news as last week, but it's still breaking news. Trey Hendrickson deal is heating up tons Panthers-wise. So, Panthers are in, the top contention spot for him, which is crazy to me. If we get Trey Hendrickson, I think we might actually make the playoffs this year. And that sounds crazy, but Trey Hendrickson is an all-pro defensive end. And that's a crazy thing to say if the Panthers got him. So us being in the top contention spot for him at the moment is crazy. An NFL insider made a trade rumor that says this right here. Let me pull it up. Panthers get Trey Hendrickson, but nothing else. Bengals get DJ Wanham, Bobby Brown, and a 2026 first-round pick. Yes, that is a ton that we're giving up. And number one, it's most likely not going to be that much that we give up if we do get him. Because this mock trade was before the Bengals said, quote, they'd take a little less for him since they aren't getting trade offers. So what will happen, I think, it'll probably be, considering people are thinking it'll be one of our defensive guys, I think it'll either be a DJ Wanham in a first-round pick, DJ Wanham in a second-round pick, or Bobby Brown in a second-round pick. I don't think we're trading Bobby Brown in a first-round pick, because Bobby Brown in a first-round pick is worth tons. Bobby Brown is insanely good. So we want to keep both DJ Wanham and Bobby Brown, but I think right now at the moment, Bobby Brown is a guy who we want to not get rid of, and I think DJ Wanham would be better getting rid of him because DJ Wanham is just very slightly worse than Bobby Brown, and I think DJ Wanham in the Bengals situation would probably help the Bengals out a little bit more, and the Bengals get a first or a second round pick. So I do think that I will keep you guys updated on my YouTube channel, Ethan the Broadcaster. However, I am extremely excited to see what happens within the next couple weeks because it is going to be huge if the Panthers get him. Then more breaking news that I couldn't talk about last week because I didn't know last week was that, well, let's talk about this. The real breaking news is that Adam Thielen was reportedly, let's just paint the entire situation. Adam Thielen, Panthers star receiver, was reportedly expected to be traded back to the Vikings. Then they actually were talking about some trade deals. Like, reportedly, Kevin O'Connell, Dave Canales, Dan Morgan, all of them, the GMs, the owners, all of them of the Vikings and the Panthers were talking about some big trade offers. However, it wasn't as big as the Panthers wanted because the Panthers basically said that, because this is what happened yesterday. The Panthers basically got interviewed about this. I don't know exactly who, but the Panthers said, quote, we don't want to get rid of Adam Thielen, so the Vikings are going to have to trade way more than what they have already offered. And the Vikings offered, no lie, you can search this up. I'm pretty sure what they offered was a 4th-round pick. Just a 4th-round pick. Adam Thielen here is in the equation. And the Vikings just offered a 4th. Just 1/4. Just simply 1 4th-round pick. That is wild to me. Just 1 4th-round pick. I do think that Carolina is not going to trade them because they said that they want way more. However, if they get that way more situation, what I personally think is going to happen is Adam Thielen gets traded to the Vikings. We get a couple defensive guys in return. Then what I think is going to happen is it goes in a full loop, and we either trade the guys who we just got defensive-wise in a couple picks for Trey Hendrickson, or we trade DJ Wanham and Bobby Brown for Trey Hendrickson, then keep those 2 defensive guys. I think we are trying to look, if we do trade Adam Thielen to the Vikings, for a replacement for the guys who we trade away for Trey Hendrickson. So if we do trade for Trey Hendrickson, I think we are going to use the Adam Thielen to get trade capital for Trey Hendrickson. Does that make sense? I think we are going to basically use Adam Thielen to get trade capital so we can get Trey Hendrickson. That's if we trade Adam Thielen. However, Adam Thielen is reportedly at the moment expected to stay with the Carolina Panthers. They have basically made it clear that they don't want to trade him unless something big happens. Now, the reason why I'm even mentioning the fact is because, something big could happen. So I will also talk about that on my Ethan the Broadcaster channel. We will keep y'all updated there too. So we'll keep y'all updated about the Trey Hendrickson news and the Adam Thielen news. And now we will talk about the Steelers game. So last week we said something about Panthers signing of a QB, Bryce Perkins. Not Bryce Young, Bryce Perkins, UFL, United Football League MVP. We went 0-3 in the preseason. Now, do I think this is going to bring us down in momentum? No, I actually think the complete opposite. In a weird way, I think this is actually going to bring us up in momentum. I think we're going to be like, wait a minute. We did bad in the preseason. Let's smack the heck out of them in the regular season. And also because of the fact we got reps, and that's all that matters. However, my thing is that I want to talk about our quarterbacks and our running backs. So, Trevor Etienne and Raheem Blackshear both ran today. Trevor Etienne ran 3 runs and got 26 yards. That's 8.7 average. Then Raheem Blackshear ran 11 times, 35 yards, 3.2 average. That's not bad at all. Jack Plummer threw 1 touchdown, threw 1 pick, and went 7 for 14. That's 50%. Then Bryce Perkins threw 10 of 11. And he had some deep passes in there. If you watch it, he did. 10 of 11 for 71 yards, 0 passing touchdowns, 0 picks. Now, the reason why I'm saying that with enunciation is because not only that, but not only the fact that Bryce Perkins got 10 of 11 and arguably did way better than Jack Plummer that game with less reps. He threw 71 yards and got sacked 3 times. Jack Plummer didn't get sacked once. So I think that shows that Bryce Perkins could, within this year or next year, most likely next year, be in arguation for that 3rd string spot in replace of Jack Plummer. Okay. So, yeah, I think that is going to... Okay, one last thing. I am going to say this. Just real quick. You know what I heard the other day? I heard another rumor, another quote breaking news. So, Andy Dalton, backup QB to Bryce Young, who has been mentoring him this whole time, didn't do so well. I mean, if we're being honest, he didn't do so well this preseason at all. Like, at all. Now, after Andy Dalton got injured, there were some quiet rumors, but still rumors of, I don't know if you remember this, but we had a quarterback on our team named Taylor Heineke, who has been a mentor to many young QBs in the past. And we were rumored to just do like a small little swap, Taylor Heineke for Andy Dalton. Just because Andy Dalton wasn't the greatest, and truth be told, we were trading him to the Chargers in that situation, so we kind of just, everyone thought that we were going to. Because the Chargers already have Trey Lance, they have DJ Ungale, and Andy Dalton wanted to help that situation. So, I don't know. We will talk about Adam Thielen, Trey Hendrickson, and the Taylor Heineke, Andy Dalton situation on my channel during the week and next Sunday when the next episode comes out, or just whenever the next episode comes out. It's not every Sunday. It's just I try to do them every Sunday as best as I can. Anyways, that is it. Please check out my College Football 26 Dynasty mode. Leave a like and subscribe. And thanks for hanging out on the Buzz and Roar Show. If you want more sports stuff from Charlotte to anywhere else that throws a ball, check out my YouTube channel, capital E, Ethan, capital T, the capital B broadcaster, Ethan the broadcaster, no spaces. And hey, if you're already watching this on YouTube, welcome. You're in the right place. But if you're listening somewhere else, like Spotify, go ahead and hit that subscribe on YouTube too. It's like the same thing, but with more visuals and less background noise. Anyways, hit subscribe so you don't miss out, or follow on Spotify. Anyways, or don't. I'm not your boss. I don't care. See you next time on the Buzz and Roar Show. Let's go. Episode 5 in the books.
Thanks for listening to Buzz and Roar. We talk about sports, all kinds of sports. If you like the show, hit subscribe or follow. We'll be back soon with more stuff to share. Thanks again, and see you next time.